Oh, hi. That one again. Five Nights at Freddy's, the just one. Continuing on. I think I was at Charlie screaming to the table got on her hands. A knees. I grabbed it. Yeah, it was. Yanking her off the table as she stood. She threw it down behind her and ran. Not looking back. Someone called again. Hello. Pardon me. She reached towards the sign popped up in the middle of the room, knocking it over as she ran past. Then a shadow near the stage caught her attention, and she swerved. She tripped over a table and just barely managed to catch herself on another table. Her head was still too heavy. It jerked her forward, and she shoved the table aside, managing to stay upright. She arrived at the stage, and in the shadow there was a door. Charlie fumbled with the knob, but it was spongy, too soft to turn. She grabbed it with both hands, putting the whole force of her body behind it, and it moved at last. The door opened. She hurried through and slammed it shut behind her, feeling for some kind of hat. She found one and snapped it shut. And as she did, her hand brushed her light. A bowl flickered for a moment. Then came on dimly a single glowing stand of orange illuminating the room. Charlie stared at it for a moment, waiting for the rest of the light. No more appeared. She leaned back against the cabinet beside the door and sit down to sit, putting her hands on her tentacles and trying to back to the normal side. The welter darkness steadied her. She stared down at the floor, hoping whatever happened to her was almost over. She looked up at the room, shifted northward. It's not over. Charlie closed her eyes, took a deep breath of the steel air, northward again. Fair, close, eyes. She clapped her hand over her mouth to stop herself from screaming. A jolt of adrenaline cut briefly through the fuzziness. The room was full of creatures, but she couldn't make sense of them. The dark stare of a simian lay on the floor, inches from her feet, but out of it spilled cordials and bare wile. The rest of it was nowhere to be seen. Something large and grey, right in front of her, with a torso, arm, and red, amphibious hand, but there was no head. Instead, someone had found a large cardboard box with a neck full of it. Past the torso were standing figures, a phalanx of shadows. As she stared at them, they resolved into something comprehensible. They were unfamous mascots, as distorted as the ones outside. A rabbit stood at the back. Its head was brown like a chestnut, and its ears were swept back, but its eyes were just empty holes. The rabbit's body was here, hunched to the side, and its arms were short, held up as if in surrender. Two metal frames stood in front of it. One was headless, and the other topped with the head of a red eye, siding backed up, whose fangs stuck out from its mouth. Charlie kept her eyes on it for a moment, but it didn't move. Beside it, Charlie cringed and ducked her head, covering her face with her arms. Nothing happened. Curiously, she rolled her hands and looked again. It was Freddy, the misshapen Freddy, that had been buried. Charlie glanced at the door, stepped back at Freddy. He stared straight ahead, his eyes blank and his chest was new. Can't be him, she told herself. Just another costume. But she shrank back, trying to make herself sore. Something doubtfully shook the top of her head. Charlie screamed and yanked herself away. She turned to see a distant Bonnie's human art on the top shelf above where she'd been sitting. Its hand stuck out at just the right time to brush her head. Other arms were stacked beside it and on top of it. Some covered in feathers and others not. Some like fingers, some simply ended, cut off at what would have been the wrist. The other cells were stacked with similar things, one with pellets of fur, another with piles of detached feet, one just a dozen of expensive cords tangled up in an ugly nest. From outside the door, Charlie heard the voice again. Hello? The door knob rattled? Don't ask me. She squeezed past the arcade gate and chopped her paw, gritting her teeth as she crawled over soft things that beneath her weight. As she stepped back, her shoulder crashed into one of the metal things, the headless one. It walked on its ungrounded feet, threatening to topple. She tried to pull away, but the thing followed, swaying for a moment as she clawed to free her ass. She yanked them back and ducked. More metal things came crashing into the car. She squatted down beside one of the arcade cabinets. The plastic casing was cracked badly. The words and pictures were entirely obscured. Right beside her, inches away, was Freddy's stocking leg. Charlie huddled down, questioning being as if she could blend in with. Don't turn around, she thought, eyeing the motionless there. The dim light seemed to be moving like a spotlight. It glinted off the dog's red eyes, then the gleaming tusk. Then something sharp corner at the back of the rabbit's whole socket. Just up the line of sight, something moved. Charlie whipped her head around, but there wasn't there. From the corner of her eye, she saw the rabbit shrieking its spine. She turned frighteningly back towards it, but found it hunched in the same aggravated position as before. Slowly, Charlie looked around. Set her back against the console. Hello? The door rattled again. He closed his eyes, pressed fist to the temple. No one's here. No one's here. Someone rustled his fudge hair. Charlie's eyes were snapped open. Scarcely breathed, she watched Freddy came alive. I said Freddy came alive. A sickly, twisting sound thrilled the room, and Freddy's torso began to turn. Hello? Her eyes stood through the door for a split second, and when she was still, I have to get out of here. She took a moment to measure the path, looking first to the door, then to Freddy in front of her. Nothing a very room. As left she went, looking down at her hands and nothing else as she caught steadily on the motion leg of the standing on the trunk. A fast, hard, style game. Don't look up. Something brushed against her leg as she passed it. As she pressed on, head down, then something grabbed her ankle. Charlie screamed of fear, trying to kick herself free, but the iron grip tightened over her shoulder. Freddy was crouched behind her. The white grew empty off his face and making him seem spine. No. Charlie yanked her foot back with all her strength, and Freddy pulled even harder, dragging her closer. Charlie grabbed the leg of a pinball game and hoisted herself off to her knee. Freddy tried again to drag her back. The game shook and rattled, about to fall. Chucking it over at it with all her might, Charlie jerked her body up and forward. Freddy's claws tore his skin as she went herself free. The pinball thing crashed under her waist. Freddy lunged forward, the horrible mouth unhinged again like an enormous snake. He crouched down, coming towards her in a sinuous motion. She scrambled over the game towards the door. Behind her, something rustled and screamed, but she didn't look back. Hand on the door, as the room around her shook. Noise behind her grew louder, closer, as she turned to Freddy, crawling towards her. Charlie cut. His mouth was wide. Dare pulled out in a steady voice. "Hello, Charlie?" The voice came outside, but this voice was different. It was not even Charlie's child. Charlie fumbled at the knot. The spinning sensation in her head worsened as Freddy came slowly, personally closer. The room swayed again, and her hand closed on the knob and turned it. She shoved the door open and stumbled into the light. "Charlie!" someone cried, but she didn't look up. The sun of brightness was piercing, and she held out her hand to shield her eyes. As she focused, the door shut again. The ringing hand stopped while she was in the closet, but now it was louder. It filled her ears like a skewer, budging into a sun-shorn brain. She fell to her knees, wrapping her arms around her head, trying to steady it. Where's me? Charlie, are you okay? Somebody touched her, and she sailed away. Her eyes screwed shut against her. "Charlie, it's John," the voice said. "Got you for the awful no. Oh, and still." That's me. "John?" she whispered, her voice raspy. The dust of the grave had settled on the floor. "Yeah." She turned her head and peered up through the skewer. Sorry, the brazen eyes calmed, and she saw a human face. "John? You were you?" she asked, uncertain what kind of answer would convince her. Just again. And she didn't pull away. She blinked. It cleared a little. She looked up, speaking as if she were opening herself to attack. Eyes whiffed on two more people, and her halting mind slowly made that. "Jessica? Clay?" "Yeah," John said. But she put her hand on his focus. She could see Dexter, who was doubled over, hand over her own ears. "The noise," Troy said. "She hears noise too. Do you?" It grew louder, drowning out John's thought. And real. This is real. "The children!" she cried out suddenly, as a swath of unconscious rose from underneath the table. They flew, their feet not touching the ground, their bodies become like tears caught behind you. "See?" Charlie whispered to John. "Dexter!" he shouted. "Look out!" Dexter shrieked and dropping her hands and yelled something interesting. They converged on her in a swarm, dancing around her, darting and close, then back out again, as if it were a game of ambush. Two rustled cry who stared them down until they with a side dash to join the circle around Jackson. The lights! Jackson cried, voice rising above the painful wing himself. Clay, it's coming from the lights on the walls! He pointed up. Clay couldn't go or definitely call right. Evening stage. A gunshot cut through the jaw gripped and tighter. Hands were on their ears again. The children were still in motion, but it was the shivering movement. They all stopped in place. Still with their backs to his gun pointed to the door. Charlie watched right as he took it and shot out the bulb of the second light switch. Moved in slightly, and he moved it on the third, then the next, then the next. As one shot rang out after another, began to equalize. Like when I was done, I felt that to the point of bursting was slowly being drained. Darkness, one bolt at a time. Bang! She looked at Charlie. You can't look at yourself. What I mean, insane. He looked up at John, and his face was clear. It's really you, she said. Her voice still choked with the dust. Bang! It's really me, he agreed. Bang! The children snow, giving glimpses of arms, legs, and faces. They took it out from the ear. Bang! Charlie. Damn it, Clay! Clay shot the last light. I don't know what it means. Thinking probably just the ton of sneezes I did before this. Clay shot the last light, and the children stopped shimmering. They wavered briefly on the edge of a sickling ripple of light in a scattered harmony, and then they were still. The room was silent. Was still lit by the overhead lights, but all the others were dead. Charlie looked around. Why do I think everyone's Charlie this episode? Jessica looked around her. Jeez! Fascinated and hard, taking turns on her face. The children were no longer children. They were toys, passive boys with striped shirts, and wearing passive lights, and apparently laughing balloons. Jessica, come here, I said in a low tone voice. Holding out his hand. She stepped towards him, being wary at the balloon boys as she moved between them. She took her hand into her spool, as if he was pulling her out of a cab. Charlie slowly let go of John's hand and put his hair to her temple, checking to make sure everything was still there. Her head no longer ached. Her vision was clear. Whatever had come over her was gone. Charlie, Jessica said, are you alright? What's going on here? I feel drugged. These things aren't real. Charlie steadied herself, unsure of got her feet. I mean, they're real, but not how we're seeing them. This whole place is a illusion. It's twisted somehow. Those things just was the wall with Grace shot out blood. Those things are like the sticks we found. They emit some kind of signal that distorts how we see. Charlie shook her head. We have to get out here. There's something worse here than these. She pushed over room away, and it toppled easy. Its head popped up after it as it hit the ground, and it rolled across the floor. Hello? It mutters, much quieter than before. Chapter 13. I did warn you, it was a really long chapter. But this one's even longer. It goes to from chapter 250 to, wait for it, 287. Yeah, we're not finishing this in this episode. 3 more episodes. At least I could start chapter 13. John prodded the passive loom boy's head with his tongue. It welded with a feather, but did not speak again. Charlie, Dexter said thickly. What are they? The big one? I don't know. My head is still spinning. Charlie glanced around quickly, then drew closer to the others as they surveyed the room. Everything had changed when Clay to the fixes. The remixed beach and visit looked increased his regard. The priest was strange, various visions of themselves. They no longer had eyes, only smooth, raised bones of lamb passes. They looked like corpses, John said softly. Maybe some kind of mold, Clay said forcefully. They don't look finished. It's the light, Charlie said. They will create illusion like the quiet. What are you talking about, Dixie said. What's chip? Oh, sorry, I meant chip, not clip. My fault. It's some kind of transistor. They're embedded in a disc, Charlie said. It's ground simply put you with nonsense so that what you see what you expect to see. Then why don't they look like that? Clay pointed to the poster or 60 and very cheerful Betty Faster with rosy teeth and a warm smile. Easy! Because Scott says so. And whatever Scott says goes. Because Scott is God in this world. Come on. Great pointed to the poster. I'll say cheerful Betty Faster with rosy cheekers and a warm style. Or that. John has found another. The existing Bonnie. Joey showed me a bright red guitar, so shiny it looked like it was made of candy. Charlie thought for a moment. Because we didn't come here first. She looked around the posters. If you were a little kid, you saw these cute commercials, then saw these posters and toys and all that stuff, then I think that's exactly what they would have looked like. Because you already have your image in your head, John said. Saw the photo on the wall. I did that momentarily before I did. but we know them better than all the monsters, and we're afraid of them. And so we're seeing them for exactly what they are, John concluded. So there's a reason we're seeing Twisted Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, and this wolf guy. And it's just not a reason why Scott said so. Well, there goes my theory. Accident! Now, stop, there you. Stop! Gray went off to the arcade backshot again. His gun still drawn. He walked back and forth in front of the stage, looking at them from different angles. How did you find me? Charlie asked suddenly. You sure don't like the county. Just in time. How did you know I was here? How did you know any of this was here? No one answered right away. John and Jackson looked to Craig, who was casting his eyes around the room. Presently, looked like he was searching for something sticking. We followed him. Jailed us. Craig, damn it! Charlie looked at each of them in turn. Who? He asked. But just as he spoke, the closet door burst open. Oh yeah! sorry. I can't make fun of a dark situation, can I? But I can still make fun of it! Better argue against the wall with a wing and crafted. The Twisted Freddy who out, his mouth still unhinged and singing unnaturally. He was a nightmare visitor, Freddy, they known as Kid, with squarely red eyes and a monster. He turned his elongated head from side to side, widely, his jaw bouncing place. Wah, 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 wah. Come on, it would look like that. It probably does. Yeah, that's what goes the serious of the situation. And in the video.